We're still at Rocky Mountain RMRRF Fest 2024. We got a lot of coverage coming at you guys, so stay tuned as we jump right into the next one. Let's get into it. Come on. We're over at Fabreeko. A lot of you guys loved looking at this bad mamma jamma last year at Rocky Mountain, Apex's snake oil. Well, this year, Apex decided that Prusa was going to be the fun one. Apex talked to us about these machines. We had to move them real quick for the shot. This thing weighs like 50 freaking pounds, just so you guys are aware. But talk to us about these machines.
Yeah, no, we talked about the snake oil a little bit last year.
With the coolest clips. The coolest clips.
The best clips, right?
Yes.
This was Chip's design. It was kind of an evolution from the Vort.
Yeah.
But 30-30 extrusion, triple Z-belted axis. We've kind of covered a lot of that already. It's a great machine. I love it. Yeah, let's talk about the Prusa. This is the new kid in town.
I like this. It's a cross between pure sacrilege and just maker awesome.
Man, we were trying to walk that line so close. Like, we don't want it to be a shot across the bow.
No,
it's a love letter.
Send it.
Yeah,
I love that this is the Mark III frame at the front, but I think it's just a fascia panel. It doesn't do anything, does it?
It adds rigidity. It does improve your input shaper, so it is functional.
That's fair.
But no, it really is just to kind of complete the aesthetic.
You gotta. So what the absolute heck is this thing?
Well, it's a Mark III conversion. He was going to try to make it a little taller. You do have to kind of cut the lead screws a little bit, but you can reuse just about everything out of the Mark III. You can reuse the extrusion, the linear rods, the bearings, the hot end, the
Looks
bed.
like you need some extra parts, a little bit.
Yeah. And so Fabreeko, we're going to be doing a kit. I built this with a prototype kit.
Nice.
It'll come with the extrusion drilled and cut, so you don't have to do that yourself. Comes with the Sherpa Mini and just all the, Gates belt, all the bells and whistles. But it was a really fun build. Honestly, like, it was a lot easier than the snake oil. Pretty simple build. I did it on live stream, so it took twice as long and I made twice as many mistakes, but we've all been there.
He gets it. This guy gets it. We just kind of got our Trident running, and it was a challenge. Live streaming is a completely different animal. This thing is cool. Has Joe seen it yet? Have you sent him pictures?
I don't know if he's seen it or not.
He's not here.
Yeah, I would love to get his reaction from it.
Okay. Well, Joe Prusa, what do you think? Let us know. Because honestly, it's kind of cool. Is it going to be fully open source?
Yeah, it's all on GitHub right now. This is, serial number 003, I think, so it's still pretty new. Funny enough, I'm actually 003 on that one too, so always fourth to the race because it starts at zero. As you should.
I like this, right? This is kind of what RepRap is defined as, right? A 3D printer making a 3D printer, self-replicating robots. And to see that you also went for the black and orange theme, big fan of orange in these parts. I do really like this machine. What are the plans for it in the future? Is there anything different that you're looking to make on, any changes that might be coming to it?
We don't want to make anything too big right now because the kit we have beta kits, we're ready to go with that. So we're just making the final adjustments of a few more screws, another bearing here, different fan. But no, this is going to be pretty much it. There are maybe talks of doing a multi-material unit.
Okay.
Or AMS if you're using bamboo terminology. Right. But yeah, we're taking it one step at a time.
You're supposed to say MMU.
MMU? Yeah.
I mean, it's a Prusa.
Yeah.
You can't say AMS. I think you gotta say MMU.
It is MMU. So that's exactly right. So that's kind of in the works, but we're taking it one step at a time. Right now, we're just trying to get the kit available.
That is awesome. And it's going to be available with Fabreeko?
Yes.
Do we know of a price point yet?
I can't speak to that so far, but it's going to be, I think it's going to be a very cost-effective mod.
Yeah. And especially with the Mark IIIs, they're getting older, right? They're 6 years old now. We have a few in our shop, and we've been debating on what we want to do, right? We want to make some upgrades to some. We're going to leave a couple of them stock. We're going to look at doing a 3.5 and a 3.9 and a full 4.0 just for fun. But this might be a cool thing to do with one of the printers and see what have we been missing at the same build plate, roughly same build dimensions as well?
Yeah.
For a Mark III. I think that's cool. And are you still running the old 8-bit board?
No, so this has got an SKR Pro in it, but you can go Octopus or any other board that you want.
Okay.
So you can reuse the old board, or you can upgrade it. Same thing with the hot end. You can use the original V6 or go to something a little more crazy.
Could you use the buddy board that comes in like the 3.5 upgrade?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Not entirely
That'd be
sure.
kind of cool. Oh, you know what? You can't. So I don't think you can flash firmware to it without cutting stuff. So maybe not do that. But still a really cool option for those of you that want to play with, well, what can you do when you decide to soup up a Toyota Corolla? Because that's what we always called the Prusa Mark III. It is a Toyota Corolla.
Yeah.
It ain't the fastest, it ain't the quietest, it ain't the prettiest, it ain't anything other than the most reliable printer.
Damn reliable.
Period. And that's what I want. I'm here to say this is super freaking cool. And if you guys want to see us build one, let us know down in those comments, because
I want to see you build one.
I kind of want to. Look, I am just getting through with the Trident. I'm going to need a little bit of a mental health break on this one. But then maybe we could do something like this, because we do have a spare frame from a Prusa.
Nice.
So we might be able to do this. This would be a really fun thing to do. But there is so much more to see here at Fabreeko. But I think this is where we're going to say goodbye to Apex. Maybe bring in somebody different. Let's see. You all have asked for it. So here is the newest rat rig. V4.
Yep.
We have Sonat here from Rat Rig, 29 hours in the air to
It's
get
true.
here from Portugal to show off this brand new machine. Tell everybody about this machine and what this ridiculous, this is a 300 size and it is 50 kilos, is all about.
This is the result of almost 2 years of development inside Rat Rig. The V-Core 3 was improved in many different ways. Right now, the assembly process is much simpler. We have milled extrusions which use
It's nice.
quick connectors, and this offers a precision on the assembly, making everything self-aligning, and it's much easier to assemble because of it. We have a base panel that attaches the Z motors, making it super easy to align the
Wait,
motors.
that's
as well.
not plastic.
No, this is aluminium, and it comes with the base kit.
No wonder this thing weighs 50 kilos.
It weighs 40 kilos. You have the wrong information.
Okay,
But the
40.
larger sizes are going to weigh more than that for sure.
40. It's still freaking heavy.
Yeah, it
But
is.
That's good. It's not like it's full of lead to get
Yeah.
extra weight. It's heavy because it's built like a tank.
Yeah, for sure. This also makes it bottom heavy, so it makes it more stable as well. The fact that it has this base plate.
Yep.
And there's a lot of metal inside it now. We
I
have
can see that.
all metal plates inside of the XY gantry. The motor shafts are fully supported by metal plates. You have front tensioners now. It's all metallic. And the most important headliner feature of this machine is that now you have a universal frame for 3 different modes of operation. So this is the Core XY mode that we're used to.
We know this.
Yeah.
It's normal.
But then we got the hybrid mode, which adds 2 extra motors for the Y-axis, making the Y-axis acceleration double,
So you're adding a turbocharger onto a printer.
basically.
Okay.
So it's like AWD, but just for the Y-axis, which is where it is important to have all-wheel drive.
Right.
And it provides a lot more precision, acceleration, and speed. It makes the performance of the machine much
Right,
better,
right.
basically.
Damn.
Then you can upgrade on top of that hybrid mode with the IDEX mode.
IDEX, yeah.
So you just add a second tool head, you get some ooze guards.
But wait,
and
isn't that a pain in the butt to do? I don't have to take the whole machine apart to do this.
not at all. It's just the same frame, just add some few parts.
I'm adding stuff.
Yeah, just add.
I'm not tearing the whole thing apart to add another extruder.
That's correct, yes.
I don't think that's ever been done before.
Probably
I'm
not.
fairly certain it hasn't. If you all know if it's been done before, let me know in the comments, because that is really unique. And that allows for a really nice upgrade path from, I want to start off small with a single nozzle, just hanging out. Okay, now I want to push my speed limit because everybody wants to do that when you're building printers like this. Well, what if I could do soluble support, right? And like, I want to be clear, this thing is built to incredible levels. Like the front panel, it's 1/4 inch, or probably 6 mil, acrylic with big freaking magnets on it to hold it in place. Like, this is proper. You guys have done a lot of effort from the
Sure.
V-Core 3 to now the 4.
Definitely.
And it's going to come in the same kind of size offerings?
Yes, the 200 size no longer exists.
Okay.
It was not a very popular size.
Everyone wants
but
bigger.
we still have the 300, 400, and 500.
Nice. What is our pricing starting at here?
1,200 euros. We don't have USD pricing
Fine.
right now, but we're talking about maybe 1,500 USD.
Yeah.
In general, you'll get a full kit for a bit less of the price of the V-Core 3.
That's not bad. That's not
If
bad.
you count that everything is included now, so the electronics parts, now we have a wiring harness that includes every single connector, pre-cut wires, everything is included in the kits.
Nice.
The panels are much easier to source because
Yeah.
you no longer need to laser cut them or CNC
Yeah,
them.
they're
It's
just a couple of
rectangular
holes drilled and
panels.
you're done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you account for everything together, it's going to end up being a little cheaper than the V-Core 3 and below $2,000.
I do like this. We had a few of our fans in our Patreon Discord, $10 tier and higher, yes, using that as a call to action, that have built rat rigs in the past. And some of them have better experiences than others, but I would say if you've built Vorons and you want to have some fun with a really interesting kit that is going to weigh a ton, this would be a fun one. Do you guys want to see us build one of these on the channel? Because I kind of want to. And if we're going to do it, we're going to do the big one because duh. You know, let's have some fun. I am really excited to see this machine, and I know a lot of our fans are excited to see it too. We've been getting a lot of notifications saying, we want to see the V-Core 4. We want to see it. Yeah, I can see why.
Yeah.
This is a very, very cool machine. Well, but is that 3030 as well?
Yes, that's correct.
Man. Yeah, this is quality, guys. I really like it. But there's more with Rat Rig too. You guys have a milling machine too now.
Yeah, that's true. We have a prototype here. It's still under beta testing.
Yeah.
So it's not released right now. It's also going to be below $2,000 machine.
Very nice.
And
Very nice.
we are basically leveraging the expertise we have from our large format CNCs. Maybe your audience doesn't know, but we have the Stronghold CNC system,
Okay.
which is for large format CNC. And now we're bringing that expertise to the small format with the Rat Rig mill and mini mill. We have it in 2 sizes. And here we brought a prototype of the largest size if you'd like to take a look.
I love mini mills. I love people getting into doing milling at home, right? There's a lot of value in learning that tech and getting that experience. So if you're serious about maybe looking at a career in milling, or hey, you want to mill your own metal parts, it's a pretty damn good way to start.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I love this stuff. I think it's super cool. I love seeing new machines that are kind of pushing the boundaries of what we've all perceived to be the normal. And this whole add-on upgrade kits for faster Y-axis, IDEX, and now you guys are leveraging your experience in the milling industry with a hobby mill coming soon, TM. Man, that's the kind of stuff that just gets your engine turning in the right way. So if you do want to see more, let us know. There's so much more here at the Rocky Mountain Rep Fest 2024. So join us as we move on to the next one. We got Hector here. He's gonna be talking to us about all the other awesome stuff here at Fabreeko. These Milos are so cool. It is a great way to enter the hobby CNC world. Can we talk about this kit?
Oh, absolutely. This is the LDO kit, the Milo 1.5, and it's basically the best way to learn CNC. You have a machine that's really capable. It's rigid, has 3mm metal panels here that ties everything together. Has a great spindle from LDO, and it comes all ready to go in a kit. Plug and play. All you need is your printed parts, and the price point is $12.99.
Basically $1,300 gets you.
$1,300.
What's our cut volume here?
It comes with everything you see except the vise
Yeah,
and your
fixture tables.
your fixture table, and the cut size is about that big,
That's not bad.
full width.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and when you're looking at a hobby mill and you want to start learning a little bit about hucking chips rather than hucking filament, this is a pretty affordable way to do it,
Yeah.
and something that's not crazy big. This might have an okay spouse approval factor associated
Oh,
with
absolutely. Yeah.
it. As long as you can get an enclosure for it, because eventually those chips are going to make a mess.
Yeah, if you're gonna
Just
be
don't tell your spouse that.
if you're gonna be doing things with aluminum, definitely get an enclosure. The team is actually working on an enclosure.
Uh-huh.
That's in beta, should release soon,
Nice.
and it's gonna go right in there.
And this one, you guys have a little bit of outfit on, right? This got a fixture plate on here.
Yeah, so this is our fixture plate that is made in-house. It basically doubles the holes and it
Okay.
makes them M6. So you could use Saunders Machine Works Hobby Vise.
Nice.
This is a $99 low-profile vise. It's probably the lowest on the market.
Yeah, that's actually really affordable for. If you guys don't know Saunders Machine Works, they're content creators as well. We'll link to their channel down below. Their vices are like no joke, really, really good.
And we carry these in-house now. So
Do
you
you
could buy
really?
the Milo, you could buy the fixture, and you could buy the jaws and the vise from us. All of it.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a great move. This thing is kind of nice because if you don't want to do CNC, you don't have to.
Yep.
If you want to turn knobs and do it yourself, by all means, you absolutely can. So if you're a little hesitant on the CNC side and are worried about driving bits right into pieces of metal, you can slowly work your way up by learning speeds and feeds by hand. But there's something nice about this because it's not high horsepower. What, a 2 horsepower spindle?
Exactly. It's a 1500 watt
Yeah.
spindle. Yeah.
So almost exactly
Yeah.
2 horsepower. That means you're not hogging chips, man. And if you try, you're gonna stall out the spindle. You might break your bit.
Yeah.
Buy cheap bits to start. Learn on the cheap stuff,
Yep.
and buy the good stuff.
Yeah, it's a great machine. It's a great platform to build upon based on your your experience, and as you grow, it'll grow with you.
It seems like it's a great platform to learn
Mm-hmm.
in a meaningful way, in an affordable way, to get to the next stage, which would be a much bigger machine.
Yeah.
So, if you ever do get something like a Haas mini mill or go over to Tormach or something like that, those are like, even a cheap Tormach is still
Yeah.
like 7 to 10 grand. This gets you in to learn speeds and feeds and what real G-code used to be and do it in a meaningful way affordably. So, and you guys sell it all right
Yep.
at Fabreeko.
Correct. Yeah. They're now on pre-order.
How much plastic is in here? How much printed parts do we need?
So they try to keep it as minimal as possible.
Right.
But they also, wanted to make it so that it was affordable to build and whatnot. But
Right.
this is metal. Most of it is metal, actually.
Is it
There's
like a kilo or less of filament?
I would say about 1.5 kilograms.
Not
Yeah.
bad.
And the mount for your spindle,
Uh-huh.
there's a metal version coming.
Very
So
nice.
there's,
Very nice.
multiple options for that.
Guys, do you want to see us build a Milo on the channel? Because I actually have a background in some CNC work. I was previously Haas certified. I used to run a VF2 Super Speed. And I do really like the idea of milling in-house. We used to have an X-Carve, but they're so freaking loud and they're not great for doing metal.
Yeah.
So if you want to see it, let us know in those comments and maybe we'll take a drive down to Miami and break into the warehouse or something. I don't know. We're going to have some fun.
Yeah, we have plenty of stuff there for you to play with.
This is not the only thing that Fabreeko's got here today, though.
No, we have a whole lot of printers, a lot of other things.
Let's go take a look at them.
Sounds good.
You guys got some other cool stuff here. We got Bender.
Bender, yeah. That's
Bender.
Bender V0.
That's really cool. And apparently he's 40% ABS, according to the side panels. Does it say bite my shiny metal ass? Because I want it to.
We can make it happen for sure.
Oh, it's all good.
Um,
V0s are kind of cool printers.
They are. They're very good to mod and play with. They're at that price point where you could go crazy with them. The idea with this one was in collaboration with that Trident that we built over there, the Slurm.
Right.
And someday we're gonna have it on a cart running around wall printing.
That's
Kind
cool.
of like a homage to the show.
We got a Rook V1.
We do. These are actually a lot of fun to build.
I
They're
want.
cheap. They're $269.
It's nothing.
You put them together, and
You can do this or an Ender. Like, come on. This
Exactly.
is so cool.
And there's no comparison.
No.
Like, this is a quality build. It's fun.
And it's just cool looking, you know?
It is.
Part of this is the fact that it's like mostly 3D printed, and that's what makes it cool. A Rook is coming at some point on the channel. We want to do one. I don't know when, but we do want to do one. And of course,
This is a Micron 180.
dude, the color though.
Yeah, the color.
How's the camera picking up? It is like glorified hot pink. Sony's often have issues with hot pink, but this is a really, really nice pink with the pop blue, I think.
Yeah, either that or probably make it teal. One of them.
Yeah, real nice. That's probably the teal, yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell because
Yeah,
it's
the colors are very bright.
blindingly bright. It's a very, very cool machine. Now, what makes the Micron very different from like something like a V0?
So the Micron is basically a 2.4, very, very small.
Oh, right.
So it
Grant, you
has
should have
the-
seen the
so
belts
it
on the
has
sleeve.
Yeah, it has a flying gantry on it. And it's just a miniature version. Everything is smaller on it except the price tag. But they're a lot of fun to build.
What's the price tag on these?
They're about, when they're fully built, about $1,000, give or take 900,
That's
depending
not
on what you put in there. Yeah.
If you like Vorons and you like that kind of thing, this is a way to have Vorons that aren't crazy big, right?
Small printers are awesome. They're self-replicating. You'll build one, you'll end up with like 10 of them. We have what we call the starter kit for this.
Yeah.
In collaboration with LDO. And the idea is that we give you all the parts that are specific to Micron, and you reuse all the stuff you have on your drawer, like your MCUs that you took out, your hot end that you don't use anymore, any random extruder. You can build a kit and that's it. Comes with panels, screws, all the motion kits, all the linear components.
That's nice.
Everything specific, and it's $650 for that kit.
See, now that's much closer to, all right, that can be a fun little build.
All you gotta add is just an extruder, a hot end, and all the electronics at the bottom.
Which a
You
lot of us
probably-
already have laying
exactly.
around. So that works out well. I see we got a V1 positron. This is a V1, and we know that because of the way that it is. It's got the Synchro mesh belts, and it's got a non-completely transparent glass bed.
Yeah.
But I love the positron. And you built this one yourself?
So this one actually, this is one of the first 25 prototypes that LDO sent over to their testers. These came pre-built in this box.
Nice.
That's how they ship. But yeah, we changed some parts over. They're not that hard to work with.
No.
But they're a lot harder than the new stuff. The new stuff, they just focus on improving the user experience, and the end result is way better. No more synchro mesh on the new ones. Much better beds.
Yep.
You know, it's much tighter tolerances on the stuff. This was actually wobbling because of the case.
Yeah,
right?
it's the case.
Yeah.
And if you do travel a lot and you do like 3D printing and you've always said, I want to take a 3D printer with me, you can actually do this.
Yep.
You can take it with you. It does work. And it just folds up into the Pelican case and you go to the airport.
Yeah, take a piece from home to your trip, you know?
Yeah.
Your hobby.
That's so cool. And an April Fool's joke, I'm told.
Yep. So this was, it's a long-running joke that Voron doesn't want to do
A Delta.
a Delta.
Yeah.
And every year on April Fool's, someone makes a Delta.
Yep.
This is probably the most polished version of the Deltas
It
we've
looks
seen.
proper
It
polish.
is super clean for, you know, a project between Double T and Roger here. But yeah, I think it's based on the FL Sun 400.
Okay.
And, you know, they made the nice extrusions all printed, all that. It actually works really well too.
I've always loved Deltas. They're pretty printers to watch moving, right? With the arms and everything. That's a nice little build for having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, the interesting part is this started as a joke,
Uh-huh.
but it grew into a lot of people wanting to build it. There's a GitHub, all the files are open source. There's actually probably about 30 or 40 already built, so it's catching, you know?
Damn
it's
Voron guys,
It's
man.
called the Doron Velta. Doron Velta. And
Doron
it's not
Velta.
affiliated with them, but you know.
I'm here for it. I'm
Exactly.
here for it. This is so cool. Guys, Fabreeko has so much stuff that you can't fit into, you know, one video. Heck, you can't fit it into one show like this. We're going to be checking out Fabreeko very soon. We're going to go down and take a look because they're only a couple hours from our shop in Tampa. We're going to show you guys what makes Fabreeko tick. So if you do want to see that, stay tuned. It is coming soon, TM. Just as how we do things around here. Seriously, Hector, it's awesome to see your shop, see what you guys do. You guys always put on a beautiful booth.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
so far, the comfiest booth I've been in. They've got some nice padded floors.
We've learned.
Yeah.
From the years, you know?
Yeah, you stand on concrete for 12 hours, 2 days in a row. And yeah, your knees and your back kind of hurt a little bit.
Exactly.
But no, seriously, these are conventions done right.
yeah.
So, masterclass right here from Fabreeko. That is all we have for you guys today. We have a masterclass with all of our Patreon channel members, sports and names. That's right next to me at the $5 tier and higher. Thank you for what you guys do, make these videos possible. And thank you to the Rocky Mountain RMRRF Fest for bringing us out to this show. It's been pretty cool to see this stuff. My wallet hurts because I'm going to be spending a lot of money from these shows, but it is always a lot of fun. That's all we have for you guys today. Stay safe out there. Don't forget to call your loved ones. Leave a comment. What's your favorite printer from these booths? And as always, keep making awesome. Have a good one. Dude, thank you. Seriously,
Thank you.
this was awesome.
Appreciate it.
I loved it. I need my microphone back.